It's the grandson of Right Thought, and welcome to the School of Marvelous Light. When you speak of death, a lot of people think that means what you see when you see the body give out its last breath and the body becomes still and cold and rigor mortis sets in, then it starts to decay, and that's what people think of. Now, you followers of Yahusha, you elect, remember when your master said, that girl, she's not dead, she's just sleeping. And the people started to laugh, and then he told them to get out. And he took that girl by the hand, Maid, arise. Y'all give her something to eat. She hungry. See? So what is death? What is the true death? And what is the death that the grandson has been talking to you all about? As my brother so humbly reminded me, a lot of people will become afraid when they hear that word. And when I was young, when I think about it, it's true. I had a lot of friends and family members that we'd sit around and we'd talk about if somebody died or what would it be like to die and all this. And then sometimes a kid might even cry and get scared talking about it. I've seen it happen. So that's true, what the brother said. So I want to bring clarity to it so that you can understand exactly what it is that you're going to go through. If you're part of the main harvest or the corners and gleanings of this harvest, then you're going to go through this process to become a mature fruit to be ready to be plucked. And it is a moment in time for you. Listen carefully, each one of you, because this process is no respecter of persons. And if Abiyah has predestined you to go through it, he's preordained for you to walk in it, then it will indeed happen to you. And I don't want it to catch you unawares. I don't want it to be as shocking to you as it was to me. Excuse me again. So I want it to be clear. I want you to have a very clear understanding so that you can be prepared for it. For like I said, it is indeed coming your way. And it is a moment in time when you will be willing to give up your life. It is simply a moment in time when you are resolute in your heart. You have accepted death. And only Abba knows when that moment happens. But you have accepted your fate, knowing that you deserve it because of your sin and iniquity. That is going to happen to you if it has not already happened to you. If it has already happened to you, then you would be considered the first fruits. So rejoice, first fruits. Rejoice. If this has not happened to you yet, and you still have a measure of comfort in your life, but you're starting to feel uncomfortable and you're starting to feel like you have to let these things go, you're not happy in your relationships, you're not happy in what you do for a living, you're not happy in this world at all, it's starting to happen for you, then you're going to eventually come to this point that I'm talking to you about. And I don't know what day that is for you. No man knows. Only Abba knows what day he sends Christ into your life. Because that's when the truth confronts you and you have no way out. And you have to admit that you must die for what you've done. You can't lie to Abba in that moment when Christ is standing there. The truth is standing there before you in his perfection, sinless and spotless, and you are not. You see? And in that moment, you know you deserve death and you're willing to accept it. And only Abba knows that moment. But in that moment is when you are redeemed. Listen to me. So as I've been telling you, you have to go through the door of death to enter into life. Then the enemy, death, is swallowed up in victory. You've won because you realize you didn't die. So wait a minute. I was completely accepting of it in my heart. I completely was resolute. Now I'm speaking to you this out of experience, you see? Out of my own experience of laying on the ground in that mud with no strength in my body, not able to stand, not able to move. And I said those words. Into your hands, Father. I commit my spirit. And I really, truly, wholeheartedly believed within the next minute I'd be gone. I totally accepted it and laid there and just let it go. I let it go. I let life go. And that's when I was redeemed, picked up, cleansed, washed clean. You see, he says a broken, contrite heart. That is what he's looking for. Is your heart broken about the life you have led? Because it should be. It should be. Unless your life is led by Christ, then you shouldn't be feeling safe in the life you are leading. And you shouldn't be proud of it if it was not led by Christ. That's simple. If everything you have in your life right now, the foundation of it is not truth and love, it's going to fall. So look at it right now. Look at it right now. Some things you have because they just make you feel good for a moment when you look at it. So that's not truth and love. So it's going to go out of your life. As much as you may feel like you love it, it's going away. And that's the same for the relationships in your life as well. And that's the death. The death to putting any energy into that life you were leading. Building it up. Stressing. Popping all kinds of medications and pills. It's so sad to watch these people. 7-8 pills a day. Got a tray for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're all proud to show you. Yes, look what my doctor gave me. He gave me this tray because it's able to take all my pills in order and I don't forget like I used to. Gosh golly. You see, they haven't died to that. They believe in it. I will live if I take these 7 pills a day. Are you kidding me? That's called pharmakia. Like I told y'all, pharmacy. You see, drugs, opioids. Look how these people do. Where opium come from? Okay, we ain't gonna get off the subject. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. Come from the same place they got you wearing the mask from. Okay, back to the point. So the death, it is a willingness and a readiness to face it and accept it. And see, when people hear that, they may think, yeah, okay. Until you face it. And it's real. And you've really accepted it. That's the thing. Because watch. Abraham had to take his little promised son Isaac and put him on an altar. And he was prepared to plunge the knife. Matter of fact, he had his hands in the air, ready to start plunging downward. And as he started to plunge downward, see, Abba was looking at his heart the whole time. He's looking for what? Conviction. For conviction, follow through. He wants to know that you are completely 100% willing. And you can say you're willing all damn day, but are you going to take your little boy, put him up there, take that knife in your hand, and plunge it through his heart? And when God knew that he was willing to, he stopped him, stop. So what do you think that means for you? Your little Isaac. See, Isaac was giving his life. The father was giving up his son's life. Do you hear that? Do you hear it clear? Do you hear that? Do you hear it clear? So Abraham, father, Abba, giving his son's life. He who laughs, Isaac, the little boy, who's laughing on the altar as his son's about to plunge the knife down. He doesn't know his dad's serious. Gives up his only begotten son, his promised son, Isaac. See that? only begotten, the child of the free woman. So then the story continues on in your life. You as the son have to give your life up. And your father is giving your life. You see it? He's the father ready to plunge down judgment on you. And then he says, wait a minute. Hold on. Abraham, father of many nations, father of many nations. How can you be a father of many nations if you kill your son? Father of many nations is what he's saying. He's not saying Abraham, stop. He's saying father of many nations, father of many nations, father of many nations. Put that knife down. Put that knife down. So the moment, listen to your boy. When you look upon the eyes of Yahushua on the cross, you'll see something. In the moment he gives his life up is the moment he ascends. Because death can't hold him. So he has to prove it. And then he has to prove it in you. He has to prove it in me. You hear me? He has to overcome in us because we are overcomers. And we must overcome death as the last enemy. The last lie we ever had to tell to this generation, because to our children, we won't have to lie to them anymore. Because we'll be overcomers. You hear me? Knowing the truth of death. No. Death is not a thing. Listen carefully, y'all. Thank you, Abba. Death is not a thing that exists on its own. The wages of sin are. Death is not a thing on its own. You can't get a paycheck on your own without doing some work to get that paycheck, to earn it. You hear me today, y'all? Speaking this truth with great clarity through your ears into your hearts today. Let them sing. Sing praise to Abba for this truth because it's just so beautiful. Keep listening. Keep listening. So you see what Abba has done here? You see what he's doing? Do you see it? Because it's beautiful in our eyes. It's beautiful in our eyes. Father of many nations, stop. Yeah, I see that you're willing. And that's what he told Abraham. And then he says, you're my friend. You're like me. We had to do the same thing. Son had to willingly give it up. See, I give my life. No man taketh it from me. Same thing I was doing, like I told you. I was saying, I give it up, Father. Not because no one takes it from me. It's because I know I've sinned. Yahushua didn't do any sin. And yet he gave his life up willingly. I give my life up because it's due. It's just. I've done the things that you say my blood is required. So therefore, I don't fight against it anymore, trying to live a false life when I know that's my inevitable end if I keep living that life anyway. Because like I told y'all, back to this cold ass point Abba got me on, death is not a thing that exists. It is something you create for yourself. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That's why death couldn't hold Yahusha, because he didn't have no payment. He was free, he was clean, he was no slave. He was a son of the free woman, like Isaac already told you. Do y'all hear me preaching to you? Do you hear? Son of the free woman. So death is something you create. Because look, the wages of sin are death. So then if you sin, then you will create a payment where death is the payment. So Yahusha did no sin. So then when death came to try to become something and take his life, it was like, I can't even do anything because there's nothing there to create any wages that he owes me. He didn't owe me nothing. So what the hell's going on here? He's fucked up. The enemy fucked up. He's swallowed up. Don't you hear it? He's trying to get something to be something, and he can't be nothing because there's no sin to be anything. Oh my God. So I am washed in the blood of Yahusha. Washed in the blood, y'all get it now? Washed in the blood, washed in the truth. So when death comes for you and try to become something in front of you to scare you, it can't, because there's no energy, there's no payments, there's no wages for him to collect from you. Ah, boy. Let's see, why did death come into the picture? Because of sin. End of story. Look at that shit, period. End of story. Not because of any other reason. So then death is the results of sin. We're talking cause and effect science here. Cause and effect. Cause, sin, death, effect. Oh, easy, easy, easy. You see? This shit is easy. So then, if we don't make no cause, or in other words, if we don't roll the snowball down the hill, then it won't gain any momentum, build up any centrifugal force, do any of that physics shit at all, because it can't be a snowball, can it? Nope, 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 nope. I'm just being silly because this truth is just so good. This truth is just so good. And I'm just being silly. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm just dancing around this room. I'm dancing around this room because I feel so good. And I want to praise Abba because I feel so good. He took me out the hood and I feel so good. I want to praise Abba. He took me out the hood. Death ain't real. You're going to make death by your sins. So guess what happens when you don't want to die? You don't sin. We've been made free from being servants of what? Oh my goodness. Come on, grandson. You're just hitting it on the head like whack-a-mole every time. You see this? You see? Servants of sin. He came to set us free from being servants of sin. Remember when the Jews said, we be servants of no man. We be Abraham's seed and never servants to any man. And he said, a man that serves sin is indeed a servant of sin. That's what Yahushua said. So I came to set you free from serving sin. And if you serve sin, the wages of that, see, if you serve, which means work for, see, work for, serve, same damn thing. When I say I serve Yahushua, I say work for. So I get wages, which has got me dancing around this room, all these wages up on me, all these diamonds glistening on me, all these riches falling out of my pockets. I can't even contain them. My overflowing golden oil is coming all out of my cup, dripping all down my beard, all into you guys. Oh, man. I told y'all, if y'all can't stay with me with this conversation, I'm sorry. It just is what it is. I'm just too high, and I just can't come down. I'm flying too high. I just can't. I think I have 36 wings on my back now. I can't stop flying. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. It's too wonderful. It's just too great. And I just can't stop dancing. I just can't stop. I love Abba Yah. I love what he's done for us. I love what he's doing for us right now, letting us know that there is no death. Don't you see? Don't you see? There is no death. Don't you see? There is no death. Yeah. Don't you see? You got to create death. And we ain't going to create that nigga. Because we hate death. Because that nigga don't exist. And things that don't exist, we reject. See? We only take on what's real. And what's real is truth and love. And that's the only thing that matters. So if I stop serving sin, then I stop getting wages. I quit. I'm like Jeffrey off Fresh Prince. I quit. I quit. I quit. Can y'all hear me jumping? I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. That's what happens. And that's what I did. You see? And that's what you're going to eventually do too. You're going to look at Babylon and you're going to say, you know what? I quit. I quit. They're like, this is 6 figures. You're like, I quit. I quit. They're like, you're getting $1 million a year to do this job. Are you crazy? You're like, I quit. I quit. You don't care anymore. I quit. The lie. You see? And the moment you stop doing that, death starts to evaporate. You start to starve that nigga because you're not you're not working for him anymore. So he starts to starve. He's like, shit, wait a minute. I need wages, man. I gotta live. Do something, man. Don't you see that pretty girl, man? Go try to have sex with her, man. You're like, no, thanks. I'm celibate. I'm on semen retention. It's no nut November every day. It's no nut November every day. You see? And they don't know how to handle you.
They don't know what to do. They're like, the little demon's like, okay, wait a second, damn, he didn't go for that. Shit, maybe we can try to get him to eat a bunch of garbage. No, we fast intermittent every single day. Intermittent fast every single day. So you might catch me eating every now and again. So good luck trying to make me a glutton. Damn. So he won't do lust. He won't do glutton. We can't make death come. Fuck. Let's try something else. Let's try pride of life. No, thank you. I'm not going to sell myself out for any fame, any contracts signed in any blood or any damn thing. You can't sell my soul for anything. I mean, it's not mine to sell anyway, so I don't know what you're trying to do. Fuck, no pride of life? God diggity damn. Shit. What can we try now? Slothfulness. Let's try that. Let's just get him to not do anything. Let's just get him to just give up on life and just say, fuck it. Not even try to help anybody, not try to help himself. No, I'm going to preach the good news every single day. I'm going to work for my master every single day. Everything I see him do, I'm going to do. So nice try making me a sloth. Oh my God, diggity, 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 Jiminy Christmas, damn. Oh man, it didn't work again. Okay, wait. Something. Jezebel, didn't you try? Yeah, that nigga tore my ass up. Shit, she's come staggering in with her slip hanging all down, one stocking down on her leg, eyelashes all fucked up, hanging off, hair all fucked up, had her fur wrapped around her fur, look got X's all in his eyes. He's stanking shit, dead into some of a bitch. She walking and shit, staggering. Oh yeah, that nigga. Yeah, I tried to fight that nigga. Look at me now. Shit. Look at me. Dogs chasing her ass and shit. She running. What else did they try? If y'all are following me, even though I'm being full of energy and bubbly, because that's just how I feel right now, just gotta forgive me. Can't handle it, sorry. All in all, y'all follow what I'm telling you. Death requires you to put in work. That work that you're putting in to make death is sin. So when you're doing a sinful activity, every time you do it, he grows and he takes a step toward you. Get it? You do something else sinful. He grows another inch and he takes another step toward you. He may be way far away from you. You may not even see him yet because he is a subtle, crafty little bastard. He's a serpent who slowly creeps in until you're damn near asleep. Didn't even notice that nigga. He has his damn head and tongue flicking right on your neck. You don't even see his mouth opening with his fangs glistening, dripping full of that venomous shit. You don't see him because he has slowly crept through your life. Each day you sinned. And some days you did a whole lot of sin and he crept 5 steps that day and came running at you talking about, ah. And then you stopped and then he was like, okay. And then you tried to do some good stuff and he started to dissipate and decrease a little bit. And you warred with this nigga your whole life instead of being set free from him. Wait a minute. If I don't pay you, you can't grow and nor can you take none of them steps toward me, can you? Oh, well, that's very interesting. So no matter how many steps you've taken toward me to get toward me in my life, I hope y'all can hear me. No matter how many steps you've taken toward me to get toward me in my life, you're going to simply start taking steps backwards now, and you're going to start decreasing in size now, and I'm going to start walking toward you until you're swallowed up. Damn! See how it goes? You start to walk forward and you stop walking backward with your hands up while he's coming towards you, getting big, going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No. Reach in your satchel there, grab that smooth stone and slay that nigga because he can't do shit. We're going to hit him in his head till he fall in the pit, and then that shit going to go drip and that shit going to go splash and that nigga going to die quick as Stacy Dash. My bad, y'all. That's just what came out. Hey, that's just what came out. So y'all follow me. Oh man, I don't know why that came out, y'all. It just did. Watch the news, y'all. Watch the news. Oh man. So like I said, man, don't feed the beast and the beast can't grow. The beast can't come towards you. Starve his ass. Start triumphing over him today now that you know the truth. Now that you know it. You didn't know what was causing you to have that feeling of doom. You didn't know it was your sins. That's what it was, your sins. And you can't get out of sin until you know the truth. The truth is what's going to set you free. See, you can't even get it around Yahushua's words. All right, y'all? So y'all follow that. That's simple to be understood now. So when you tell your children, when they ask about death and they want to know, or your friends or anybody wants to know about death, that's what you tell them. When you sin, you're causing your death. If you don't sin, you can't die. That's what Yahushua showed us. 3 days, I'm going to come right back. I said 3 on days, I'm going to come on back. I said 3 little days, I'm going to come on back. I'm definitely like Elvis right now. 3 little days, I'm going to come on back. I said 3 little days, I'm going to come on back. That's what Yahushua said. 3 little days, I'm going to come on back. To show you that death cannot hold me because I didn't pay that nigga. He racked up a bill that said 0.00. Ka-cling! Uh-oh, wait a minute here. Doesn't he know that I need those funds? I need sin. When Yahushua walked up there to the table, the devil was like, wait a minute, I need some sin. Come on, guys, search him. Search that guy. They were searching Yahushua, ripping his clothes and every damn thing, trying to find this shit, trying to cast lots for his clothes and every damn thing. No, we didn't find any sin in there. Come on, man, bring some people to make up lies about the guy. Do something. So they came up there. Yeah, that nigga said this. He did this. Yeah. Shit slipped right off Yahushua. Didn't stick. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Okay, wait a minute. Yahushua stood there and said, I'm going to give you 3 days, buddy, to come up with something because I'm patient. I could walk up out of here right now on your dumb ass and stump your whole ass over your head and crush your shit. But I'm going to wait 3 days. Okay? And then I'm going to go show myself to my baby. Y'all who know the mysteries know what I'm talking about, because who was the first one to see Yahushua when he came back from the so-called dead? When he woke up, who was the first one to see him? But y'all didn't know that, did you? Oh. They say, hey, that's blasphemy. Don't say that. Yeah, oh, whatever. When you know the mysteries, you know. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop here. I ain't gonna keep being silly with y'all. Man, this energy is something else, man. I'm just bubbling like a pot, I'm percolating. I'm bubbling like a pot, I'm percolating. I'm bubbling like a pot, I'm percolating. I'm bubbling like a pot, I'm percolating. Still want Miss Ryder.